Welcome back. A new edition of the Vermont Almanac is available now, featuring news stories by and about Vermonters. Here with more information is editor Patrick White. Patrick, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Catherine. We appreciate you having us.
What can readers expect out of the newest volume?
Well, this is our fifth volume, and it's in some ways more of the same. If people have read the Almanac in the past and grown to love it, they're certainly going to recognize the content, the themes of the content, which is rural Vermont, basically. People that are doing neat things on dirt roads is one way I like to put it. But we travel around the state and find people that are making their living on and with and for the land, and we try to tell their stories.
So how is each volume different than the last? How do you keep it fresh from each volume?
Yeah, we've got a stable of writers that changes every time. There's a few voices that come back here and there, but this particular volume, Volume 5 that's out now, has, I think, almost 60 different Vermonters who've shared their words. And that's not including those that shared art or photos. It's a real Vermont product from start to finish, including its printing in the state. So we're proud to have it be a Vermont product.
What's the process of assembling this been like? What challenges have you faced along the way?
Yeah, a lot of the great ideas come from those who approach us and say, you know, I've got a neat story to tell. I've got a neat skill to share. My neighbor's doing something cool. I'd love to write about it. And a lot of the people who contribute to the Almanac aren't necessarily writers. We've got certainly each chapter of the Almanac has an essay in particular, typically done by a accomplished, recognized professional writer. Many of the stories are told by people that are doing things themselves, and it's fun to work with them. They may not consider themselves writers, but it's fun to take their words and turn them into something that showcases what they're doing and shares it with others.
As the person who knows it best, what is your biggest takeaway from this edition?
I think there's an element of hope throughout it. It's maybe, especially after a couple of years of heavy floods in Vermont, certainly there's challenges in certain segments of the ag industry and the forest industry. But I think I come away with a message of hope that there's people out there that are doing innovative things. They're finding ways to take on the challenges that weather and the economy might throw at us, and they're keeping rural traditions alive in Vermont. I think that's the message I take away, is that there's a hopefulness for the future.
Where can people find a copy of the Almanac?
Well, we're a bare bones nonprofit enterprise, the group of us that puts this book out, and we've been personally hand delivering books all around the state to different bookstores. So it's in every corner of the state in your local bookstore, and on vermontalmanac.org. A quick, easy way to order this volume and any past volumes that you may not have in your collection. Makes a great gift, I think, for anybody that loves rural Vermont, loves the land. It gives them sort of a year's worth of content to enjoy.
We've got a link to the Almanac on our website, WCIX.com. Patrick White, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate the time.
And there's a special free event this weekend to celebrate the launch of Volume 5. On Saturday evening from 6:30 to 8 at the North Branch Nature Center in Montpelier, you can meet the Almanac's contributors, hear readings, and enjoy live music. We'll have a link to register on our website, WCIX.